Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a critical thing that you should do if you own a Honda snowblower like this. And that critical thing that you should do if you have a Honda snowblower like this is to add a grease fitting to the right case transmission. And it's just a small grease fitting like this, and it will make a huge difference on how much wear and tear that right transmission case gets. So what I've done here is marked with a black marker where I'm going to drill and tap for the grease fitting. To make it easier for yourself, you can remove this plate over here. There's four 12mm head bolts here. Now this grease fitting that I'm using is a metric one. It's an M6x1. And what you need to use is a 13/64 drill bit. I've dipped it into some grease to catch all the shards. And now just drill your hole. You don't have to go deep. It's not even a 1/4 inch. And you can see how the grease catches all the shards here. None went inside. And now what you need is an M6x1 threading tap, and I've also dipped it into grease. And again, the grease on the tap is to catch the shards. And it'll be quite easy to thread this aluminum. And you can see here again that all the metal shavings are caught into the grease. Now your metric M6x1 grease fitting should fit perfectly in those new threads. And now grab a 7mm wrench and just tighten it up. You don't need to tighten it up too much. You just want to snug it tightly here. Now guys, grab your grease gun. Make sure you've got some low temperature grease in there, preferably some synthetic grease. The reason you want some low temp grease is because you're using the snowblower in the winter obviously, but you don't want the grease to get rock hard. And the grease is going in there quite well. It's going to get on the gears where the old grease may have come off. And there I've got over 20 shots of grease in there. Now this is the Honda HS928, and I believe up until 2017 they were still built like this. Now Honda has totally redesigned this blower, so I don't believe it still has that right transmission case. So if you're not sure, just go and look at your machine and look for that case on the right hand side. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. If you do, then you can do what I'm doing today. And by the way guys, when I have to do these repairs here, and I live in Canada so the parts are a bit more expensive, it can cost between $600 to $1,000 when it's all done. So that's why it's extremely critical to do this. That's why I'm making the video, so that you guys can prevent these problems in the future. And once you've got the grease in, you can put the cover on. And I've strategically placed the grease fitting so that the owner does not have to take off the plate to grease it. He can simply just put the grease gun on it through the hole here and do the same thing. And as I mentioned, now you can just reach in without taking anything off and just grease it. So it's that simple guys. All you have to do is drill, tap, put the grease fitting, put some grease in there, and you're going to save a lot of wear and tear on that right hand side transmission case. Thanks again for watching guys. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure you're also following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and have yourselves a great day.